As we have completed all the important concepts of leadership, now we move ahead towards the new topic called leadership theories. I am Mohammad Tausif, personality development and leadership coach. I have completed my graduation from UK and having a ample experience in teaching, training and management. The first theory we're going to talk in this particular discussion is Great Man Theory. Great Man Theory assumes that leaders are born, not made. Leaders will arise when there is a great need. According to Great Man Theory, leaders are born in a family or in a kingdom where the leaders are. So usually a leader cannot come from a lower caste. Usually at that time the leaders were all male or men, and women were given other than leadership works. Great Man Theory was originally proposed by Thomas Carlyle. I repeat, Thomas Carlyle. The next theory is trait theory or trait theory. According to trait theory, peoples are born with inherited traits. Traits in the sense characteristics. Some traits are particularly suited to the leadership. So the theory says that some of the traits are suitable for the leadership. And people who make great leaders have the right and combination of these traits. So, according to Stockdale in 1974 has identified some of the traits and skills that a leader should possess. So, overall, this trait theory talks about a leader has some inherited qualities or inherited traits or inherited characteristics. If a leader has this, then he is called as a leader. If a person doesn't have this, he cannot be a leader. Some of the characteristics are cooperative, decisive, dependable, energetic, persistence, etc. There are so many of them, but the third type of a theory is called as behavioral theory. The concept has changed in this particular theory. Like the great man says, leaders are born, not made, but here we say leaders can be made rather than they are born. So leadership traits can be learned, leaders can be made, leadership skills can be acquired by practice. Behavioral theories of leadership do not seek inbound traits. They don't believe in traits. And what leader possess in terms of qualities and skills are not important. What leader actually does is important. So far we have talked about great man theory. Leaders are born, not made. triad theory, leaders are born with some inherited qualities or inherited characteristics. And the third one, behavioral theory, says that leaders are made, they are not born. Leadership can be learned through regular practice. And the fourth theory we are talking about is contingency theory. Contingency theory assumes that the leader's ability to lead is contingent upon various situational factors. To clarify this, leaders are those who behaves in certain manner depending on the situations. They use their capabilities, skills, knowledge and understanding according to the situation, according to the circumstances. Contingency add little bit to the behavioral theory. Behavioral theory talk about what leader does, but contingency talk about what leader does in different situations. How leaders behave, how leaders treat, how leaders act in different scenarios. Let us move upon the next leadership theory called transactional leadership theory. According to transactional leadership theory, people are motivated by reward and punishment. Reward, the positive; punishment, the negative. Social systems work best with clear chain of command. This theory says that if there is a clear chain of responsibility and authority, then it is easy to work. When people have agreed to do a job, a part of the deal is that they cede all authority to their manager. Suppose if people are agreed to do a particular job, the prime purpose of a subordinate is to do what their managers tell them to do it. So in this particular scenario, it is about the transaction between the leader and the followers. Here the leader tells what need to be done and followers react to it and does because their leaders want them to do it. Transactional leaders allocate work to a subordinate and they are considered to be fully responsible for it, whether or not they have the resources or capability to carry it out. When things goes wrong, then the subordinate is considered to be a fault. When things goes right, leaders take the fame for it. If it is successful, I take the fame. If it is wrong, then obviously I will push the blame to the employees. The next type of a leadership theory is transformational leadership theory. According to transformational leadership theory, people will follow a person who inspires them. A person with a vision and a passion can achieve great things. The way to get things done is by injecting enthusiasm and energy in the employees or followers. Whereas transactional leadership believes in punishment and rewards, transformational leadership believes in inspiring, motivating, injecting enthusiasm and bringing or pumping the energy into the subordinates. Finally, the transformational leaders are those leaders who work passionately and bring energy and enthusiasm in all the employees, all the followers, and they stand with them, they show the way, they goes the way. So they are always there when there is a pain in transformation. They work for the employees and the organization. They know how to balance between employees and organization.